Anybody out there? Have y'all forgot about me? Coffee? Got a few minutes in between my naps, so I thought I'd just jump on for a few minutes. No, I thought it was later in the day. Ruben, what's up, my man? Cold and rainy down here. Can't get can't get outside and do nothing. I guess I can even talk. Gonna do a little short video or come on and do this. I said I'd come on and do this. Excuse me. Oh, Ruben looks like it's me and you. 36. Not so bad out there. That's about 50 or 51 out there. It was in the 40s last night. Night before, it was in the low 20s. It was warm all last week. Then that big cold front came through, froze us out again. Wasn't supposed to rain till next week. They said change in the forecast, and all of a sudden this morning it was raining. So at least no flooding rain like they had up through Kentucky and Carolina, all up in there the last few days. Man, that was another mess for them folks. I'll get up with you when I get the schedule for the next round of treatments. Those are going to be every day for 28 days, not counting weekends. They'll have weekends they won't do them, but it'll be a pain in the butt driving all the way to Pensacola every single day. Oh, yeah, I am. We'll add them up 1 week at a time and put them on the page there. They're pretty good. They pay me for going to Pensacola and back when I have to go over there. So, to the VA clinic over there. Good afternoon. TUKBYV1. That's a new name. I don't think I've seen you on here before. Well, I hadn't been on live in a long time. We are going to do it on our anniversary. Can't go live, but Mama didn't feel like doing it. I didn't want to come on by myself. So I just split the difference and went to bed. So. Not a whole lot going on over here. Tuck, okay. Good to see you, Tuck. Yeah, and I see them 2 beer glasses there. I ain't had one in 2 weeks. Can't have any for a while, but that's okay too. Jesco77. Howdy back at you. I had my little surgery procedure done Friday. Took about half a day to do that. Thank goodness they put me to sleep. Even before they started, I told them, I said, I don't want to know what I know what you're doing, but I don't want to be awake. So, and I have been sore, hard to walk, hard to bend over ever since. But they said that'd be a few days and I'd be feeling better again. No, we just wait till the next round, till next week, and we'll start again. George, good to see you, buddy. Mama's not here. She's gone. The whole crowd, everybody's gone. They left me up here all by myself. They're all at the church having a little birthday get together for my granddaughter, Madison. 13 this year. And I just absolutely do not feel like getting out. I seen her yesterday, sometime or other yesterday. She's growing up. Big girl now. Thank you. 77. I probably know who you are. I just don't remember. Not so bad so far. These hormone treatments are just a pain in the butt. They're the little side effects that go with them. Hot flashes. Tired. It makes me really tired. Saying the next round of treatment is going to make me worse tired than that. But see, in the last 2 weeks, I've been to the shop twice. It's 2 times. Old Stump came over for a little while one day, and we sat out there and talked a little bit. And I went out there to get something out of there this morning. What'd I go to get? No, it needs a power steering fluid for Mama's car. Yeah, we really enjoy the Thanksgiving and Christmas time ones. But we'll have all this done and past me in about a month's time. A little over a month, and the worst of it will be over, I think. And then if they get it all, then I'll go on a different treatment. I'll go on a testosterone treatment then to get back my energy at least. I've been eating twice as much as I ever have, trying to keep my weight up because I started losing weight rapidly. And they want me to try to keep my weight up to around normal for me is around 200 pounds. Oh, it will, Tuck. I think I'm down to about maybe 190 now. But that's not so bad. Well, that's good, George. And once I get through with all this other treatment, then they've got several different vitamins and stuff like that they can suggest that I take if I want to. And I will take some of it. But right now, the testosterone's got to be low for the treatment to kill the cancer cells and all that, from what I understand. And I don't think mine can get much lower than it is now. They did blood work Friday. And I'd call them tomorrow and see, just curious to see what it was. Because when they started this and they started the hormone treatment and all that, my PSA was 12. That's pretty high. But we don't know. It should be really, really low right now. Old Dino Hunter. Oh, I will. I hear you. It'll be all right. I'm not used to sitting around and not go. I'm a go kind of guy. It's a little, I get irritated with myself because I want to get out and do something, and I know I want to, but I know I can't too. So it's just a little irritating. I'm handling it pretty good though. I ain't been too fussy or nothing. The kids have been in and out to see me. Most of them. I got two that if they see this, y'all need to come see your old daddy. And bring some of my grandkids over here. I see some of them, but I don't see the rest of them. The other son brings me my favorite hamburger every now and again. My daughter brought me some ice cream last night. So that's cool. I always use some ice cream. Mama's been taking good care of me, making sure I eat. Like I said, I've been eating a lot lately, but I can't eat a lot at one time. I stopped in. We had to go get a couple of things from the store yesterday. I stopped in at the seafood store, fish market we call it, and they had some of the prettiest catfish you ever seen laid up there. I got one catfish, it's about a pound. And I had them fillet it for me, bone it, boneless fillets. Brought it home. It's 4 pieces, cut it in half, and I could only eat half of it. So I ate the rest of it for breakfast, but still, I just can't eat much at one time. I know Richard Jean never been back. We don't talk anymore. He is a character. That you're right about that. And that's all I'll say about that. Yeah, me too. I like catfish. The ones they got up at the fish market up there, they're farm raised, from Mississippi, farm raised, but they get them whole, fresh skinned whole. And I much prefer catching myself out of the river, but if I can't go catch them, that's the next best thing is to go. I don't like to buy the frozen ones in the store. Even though they say they're Mississippi farm raised too, but I'd much rather have a fresh fish than a frozen one if I can get it. And they had all kind of pretty stuff in there yesterday, but the that's gonna get me a little bit of shrimp too. But the best looking shrimp they had, not even the jumbos, $9.99 a pound. So I'll pass on that today. Them other grouper fillets and all that was like $12, $13 a pound, way more than I want to pay. Good old mullet, they had plenty of that. I've got some of that in the freezers. Oh, I know it, Ruben. We didn't even get any yesterday. We looked, they were 8 something, $7.99 or $8 and 12 cents, some stupid like that. There are a bunch of people around here that sell them. They're selling for $5 a dozen, farm raised eggs, yard eggs, but you can't find them. Nobody, they sell out as fast as they get them. They sell them. Can't get any. Mama made me some biscuits and bacon and grits this morning. She said, "I'm sorry, we don't have no eggs." I said, "What do you think? We're rich or something?" Of course, we don't have any eggs. Maybe it'll work itself out one of these days, though. Go back down to in the price. A friend of mine's got chickens, and he sells his too. He sells them fast as he can get them. And he went and got feed the other day, and I asked him how much the feed was, and you'd keep them fed for a week. And I know they're better, much better tasting, and they're much better for you, yard eggs. But by the time you add up the feed, it's not really much difference than that, you know. And plus, out here we have foxes, raccoons, possums, stray dogs. It's hard to keep chickens out here, keep something from getting in them. And you can't be out there watching them with a shotgun 24 hours a day. Because we've had chickens, we had them for years out here. And it's hard to, yeah, we got bears too. There's one in the backyard about a month ago, I guess. One got hit by the road up here not too long ago. There's my baby girl. Hey, Emily. What? You come see me. You ain't too big to get a whooping. You know that, don't you? You kiss my babies. Bring them to see me too. Yeah, but there's more animals all through the neighborhoods now because they have cleared out so many acres and acres and acres, building houses around here, solar farms. I mean, they just ruining the county, this part of it anyway. And most of our opinions of people who live out here has lived out here for years. We lived out here 40 years. All right. I hear you, Emily. And the animals that were in them woods didn't have anywhere to go. They're down in the swamp, the river swamp. And now they're congregating in the neighborhoods because they're finding food in the neighborhoods. Chickens, people's rabbits, trash cans. They even started putting they call them bear-proof things on some of the garbage cans. Hey, Lexi May. There's my other grown granddaughter. What, she just turned 17. Killer 102, is that? That's Joey. I thought that was Joey. That's my youngest boy offspring. They all over there partying down. Okay, Joey. Tell them I said hey too. They could come see me too. You know, they ain't been over in a long time. Yeah, George, we look at beef every time we go and just say, it's just ridiculous prices. And once upon a time we ate at Texas Roadhouse, the only steakhouse we got in town. We would eat there. once a month maybe. And not anymore, unless we get a gift card or something like that at Christmas time. Once we got one for our anniversary, we got one. Me and Mom was saving that for one day when we both feel like it. We'll stop in and have lunch or something. Hey, David in Tallahassee. Not too awful far from me. There, Big Daddy Josh. How you doing, buddy? Josh is the furthest away of all of y'all. He's in Alaska. Excuse me. Dang it. Pardon me. Yeah, everything's good, Josh. I just thought I'd get on. I'm home alone. I thought I'd get on here for a little bit and tell everybody, hey, I hadn't been on. I hadn't made a video in over 2 weeks. That's right, Tuck. We used to, too. We eat eggs for lunch, eggs for supper sometimes. Used to. I love egg sandwiches. But maybe they'll come down eventually. Who knows? Everybody got their coffee? Me too, Josh. As soon as you get home, we will work something out. I should be in pretty good shape by then. Hey, there's my other buddy George. Good deal. Another coffee drinker. And they said by Monday or Tuesday, I feel like doing what I want to do for next week anyway. I might sneak off to the water and off the bank a little bit or something. I ain't gonna try to pull the boat or nothing. A friend of mine, my buddy Ken, we got his boat, did some wiring on it, and put a new trolling motor on it and got it all ready to go the other day. And we were talking about going last week, but the only day we had weather good enough to go was the day he had to work. So that's right, Tuck. I can catch, I'll eat just about any kind of fish you can catch. So, and I can catch something every time I go. But anyway, Josh, yeah, we're going. Just had something cross my mind and now it's gone. So empty. I think I'm gonna have me one more cup. Will y'all excuse me for just a second while I go fix me another cup? I'll be right back. Yes, I'm still wearing my sweatpants, my jammies. Back. Hang on. Hey, I'm all right. I'm live on YouTube right now. Okay, I'll call you back when I get off. I'll go turn on the computer and watch. Okay. Bye. That's my big brother Larry. That's right, Josh. Hunting too. I need somebody. If I do hunt, I ain't hunted in a long time. If I do, I need strong young buck like yourself to drag out something for me. If I shot something in the woods too far away from the road, I don't think I could drag it back anymore. Thank you, David. Thank you. I will. It was warm last week, George. The up close to 80 a couple times. Then toward the end of the week, it got cold again. Had one night 25 here. It was 25 here. Got cold again. Cold and damp. It's rainy and damp today. So, and cold. Well, about 50 or so, 51, 52. Not so cold, but it's just up and down, up and down. Hey, Ashley. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. But it's that time of year. It'll do that here. We'll have a week of warm, almost hot temperature, and then it'll freeze for a few days, and then it'll rain for a few days. 50 and a light rain like today actually is a perfect time to speckled trout fish. But I can't get wet and cold or I'll get sick. My immune system is down a whole lot because of all this stuff. I can't take a chance on getting sick. Plus, speckled trout season is closed the month of February in Florida, this part of Florida. So we couldn't go catch. We could catch them, but have to let them go. And I don't enjoy that a bit. If I catch him, I won't eat him. 8 below this morning, 3 degrees now. Josh, you need to get home, or we got some numbers to the temperature, some other numbers to go next to those. Oh yeah, I look forward to coming when you get all set back up over there. I look forward to coming over there. I fished in Alabama, well, right there where where we're talking about. I fished there before. I've never hunted over there though. Had plans on it one year to go with a guy, but I went with him scouting. He called it scouting. Went off to a section of woods. I don't know where we were. Belonged to somebody he knew or supposedly. And over in Alabama, it's a big no-no on public land anyway to feed deer. And he rummaging through the back of his truck and got some kind of feed out, went off in the woods and says, "Come on." I said, From out of state, out in the woods feeding deer? No, I ain't part of this. So I never did go with him. All right, Ruben. Love you too, brother. Good to see you. We'll get up as soon as I get this stuff straight a little bit. I'll call you and we'll get us a trip up. You can come down and we'll do something. We'll do what we can anyway. Yeah, same way here, Josh. Flounder the same here. November. They got to close. I think it's like 3 weeks or something. which is then November's the best time of year to catch them, but the big ones anyway. Okay, George. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I will. I'll do what they say. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Josh. All right, Ashley. Good to see you too, brother. Good deal, George. Yeah, I like them crab traps you got. I got me a couple really, really similar to the ones you got. Well, you seem to. I think y'all seem to. I put a video up using those. I want to get me a couple more of those. I want to get me a couple more of the big hotel traps this summer if I can. Here, you got to have a crabbing license. Now they're free. You don't have to pay for them, but you have to get them. They're only good for a year, and you can only have up to 5 traps. You got to have them every year. You got to go through this nonsense on their website and renew your thing. But I've got mine, so and you keep them. You got to have your traps tagged and all that. I've got tags for the trap with the numbers on there. At least when you renew them every year, the numbers stay the same at least, so you don't have to buy new tags every year. Yeah, them king salmon, ain't that what a lot of the natives up there really fish for a lot? I think it's what I saw on TV. Who knows what you see on TV is true or not? But if I see a YouTuber from up that way say something, I believe that way more than I will one of these documentaries. YouTube is 99% of what I watch on the TV anyway. So. And I like to watch real channels of real people. I hope so, George. That was my plan for last year. It just didn't work out like that. But by the time the weather starts warming really up, really nice, I should be able to get out and go. My boat is ready. I don't need a thing. It's all ready. I do have my electric anchors. When I got those were sent to me with some remote switches that I can mount at the cockpit there, so I can let them up and down from there instead of having to climb back and forth. I never install those. I'm going to do that when I feel like it gets to be a nice warm day. I'm going to install those. No, it's not a big deal. You just got to get the wires to the anchor, take the cover off, and you just reverse a few wires. Well, actually bypass them and plug your switches in. That way your switch will work on the unit itself or from your remote switch. I got to get them installed one day. I just didn't ever get around to that. But as far as buying anything else for the boat, I'm good. I mean, I don't need anything else. I cranked it a couple weeks back with the hose on it, the hose bibs on it, let it run for about 30 minutes. Everything's fine. Seems to be fine. Yep, that's that way here with the commercial guys. Josh, like snapper season here, for a long time, you could only catch one snapper out in the Gulf. The limit was one. I think now it might be 2 when the season's open. But commercial guys can go out there and do it basically like they want. As long as they buy them high dollar license or pay the taxes or whatever it is on it. Don't get me started about taxes. We finally got all that stuff squared away. And I just won't even talk about it. Every time I think about it, I get mad. And Florida Power and Light. They have took over the place a few years ago. Now, I've talked about it before. Our bill last month, doing nothing different than we've ever done, $523. Well, Elon's on a rampage going through stuff. Somebody said the other day, why don't we get Elon down here to go through Florida Power and Light? See if he can't do something with them. And it ain't just us, it's this entire area. People that's never paid more than $150, $200 a month max. Now their bills are $500, over $500 almost every month. It's like ours. All right, Tuck. Good to see you, brother. We'll see you again. Anyway, we muddling right along, hanging in there. I took one little job in that came in the other day. It's a new stack leather handle on a survival knife. I've done those before. I'll get started on that in a week or so. Got a sheath. Take me 4 times as long as it normally would, but that's all right too. I don't know. I got a couple more little jobs too. You know which ones I need to do. I'll get those done. See, there we go. There we go. There's the hot flash. Just all of a sudden get hot and start sweating. Yeah. Enigmatic glitching. Hey, good to see you. Welcome aboard. We just rambling on here. Oh, I know it, George. Man, boy, that would be bad, wouldn't it? No, okay, you one of Josh's buddies. Anybody of Josh's is a buddy of mine. How about that? Yeah, about around August or time, we're going to be begging for weather like this, just like we do every year. I fuss about the cold and I fuss about the heat. But I would much rather be hot than I had cold anymore. I used to like the cold, but not so much anymore. That 10 inches of snow we had that was something else. It was pretty and it was fun for about an hour. And we was ready for it to go away. It took 3 or 4 days for it to finally all melt away. That was the record. That is the Florida record snowfall amount. Milton, Florida, 10 inches. And when Milton had the record before that, which was 8 inches, I think. Y'all want to see some bears? They're awake here. Y'all come on down here. They roaming the neighborhoods around here. You can slap your hands and yell boo and they'll run from you, though. Black bears. And they won't. They tried to put a season on them down here, and The tree huggers went wild. Now that was several years back. Sure can't shoot one around here. Now if he threatens or charges you or attacks you, that's different, Which I hadn't heard of any that happening to anybody. Seen a video of down in even in Gulf Breeze proper, down where the proper people live. There was a little chihuahua chasing one down the street. That was funny. How long have we been on here? 42 minutes. There's Big Brother Larry. Yep, I think I forgot to let you know I had that surgery thing we talked about done Friday. And I'm still sore. Ibuprofen helps a little bit, though. They tried to give me something. Well, I think they offered to give me something to bring home, and I said no. If ibuprofen and Tylenol will work, I'll just take that. I take enough medicine. I don't like that. And I surely don't like that painkiller they give you at the hospital. I'm loopy in the head enough without all that. So, but yeah, I don't feel bad. I'm just sore, tired. Oh, did they? Yeah, I hope they do. Yeah, Louisiana's got some. Their laws are way more relaxed than ours are. Well, they got a lot more woods and stuff too. We don't have any more because of all the building. When I was a teenager, there was dozens of places you could go hunt, public land. Even paper companies owned a lot of land back then. You could hunt their land. You had to have their little permit, but it was free. A lot of places to go, a lot of places to get to the river and fish, bank fish, saltwater bank fish. Most of that's gone. It's hard to get anywhere on the bank and fish anymore. All the property's private, or some subdivisions bought it out and made it into, they call them estates, gated communities, or whatever they want to call them. Excuse me. And the few hunting clubs that are left around, if you can get a spot, you have to know somebody. $3,000-$4,000 a month to join one of those. I mean, a year. That's way out of my league. Yeah, people fuss about the bears here. Yeah, they've always been here. Like I said, we've been here a little over 40 years in this spot right here. They've always been here. You just never used to see them. They was in the woods because there were plenty of woods. Now they cut down all the woods. They ain't got nowhere to go. But yeah, they've been here for years and years, and way before we were here. My grandfather grew up, as the crow flies, probably 30 miles at the most from here to the east, which is now part of Eglin Air Force Base, where the old homestead was, the home place. And he said when he was a boy, they used to hunt them. They would get one, one a year. That and the deer that they'd kill, that would, mainly that's what the family ate. And they raised hogs. That was their meat. Yes, that way here too, George. There's more people wanting to hunt than there's places to hunt. Plenty of deer here still, plenty of big deer, especially since they put the antler restrictions on several years back. that you can drive down a road in Blackwater Forest. You can drive down the road, a mile down the road, and you might pass 10 pickup trucks pulled off, people all, scattered all out through the woods, and it's just too many people. Well, we'll do it, Josh. I'll go get me another freezer if I need to. I might need to do that anyway. Kaleidoscope Junkie, hey, how are you? Hadn't seen you in a long time. Yep, that's right. They'll come. They don't nowhere else to go. Now we have panthers here. I've never seen one on my property, but I've seen them within a half a mile from here. There's quite a few of those around too. Yeah, George, there's not so many trophy hunters here, but they're just like you say, they're idiots. There's idiots everywhere. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I'm glad you're still with us. We have a disruption in the channel right now, but we'll get it back to normal here for too much longer. Excuse me. Well, let's see. We've been on 48 minutes. I was a little early. That should have waited till later. But that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. Get out of here. Find me another YouTube video to watch. George, I watched you this morning. Josh hadn't done one lately. Who else? I watch a bunch. I watch all kinds of stuff on YouTube. All right. Thank y'all all for coming by, talking with me a little bit. Really good to see y'all. And I will return. Thank y'all. And I'll see y'all next time.